This season, Ghost Stars score as league holders. JSK back to back, Papa, Omona Dawono. Asante Kotoko as cup champions, FA Cup winners. Omubo kwara home and away. Ena, ombishia work. Nso Papa Kotoko nebu fast no. Omu yo masa akwa koton omo talisman ama ebufu aba. No mo di statement ato ase say begin bi omu wo bia supporters na Mra Stadium. Ende omo a na. After the game, Asante Kotoko kasa mafu. Safuduku esquire. And it seems South Africa no cry no with time. We are Kotoko will have to reconsider South Africa no mbebo. And also mumbo. Isan say, Ombo kadodo. The omu invested the omu position no. Nya no munya. Namika as a lawyer beti say because the game was not played in Kumasi. And the cry first game no. Be 200,000 Ghana cedis be. Omonsa kan after deductions. And na eso tete kaka na say gross no. But ye na net no. Eso ate from 200,000 no. Second game no de yenti omonka. Ba me gidi pass African den ka Kotoko bo Kumasi a nke befa. Inti Africa no if Kotoko dwene ho South Africa no obeko bio. So onko so nko ho hia mfa so wo so. Me bisa na awie say yen Premier League clubs no ho hia ese efata South Africa no mukoso ko. Wekaya some years back na Africa na ye Asante Kotoko na de Alali Zamalek ene Rofion omo Cote d'Ivoire ye from say Asek omo pa na nebo ema Asante Kotoko prove omo supremacy ebaya me do baby say nye referee scra according to history nka Kotoko we need more than 2 na omo ji in 78 and 83 no Hatch folk ain't me but 2000s no ye wura millennium no has nso sorry ye wie na Champions League has bo bia senye sa ye si ye nka has the first Ghanian club or club World Cup ibi eno kra compensation omunya wo ho game na tournament na mass no has the maiden edition of the Confederations Cup no masaji say okay the last time I has ko Africa ikosi saying Ghanaian clubs no ko Africa eti saying Asante Kotoko ena say omu South Africa no kra no omeko so abo ana so omunye dey is it prudent for Ghanaian clubs to go to Africa omeko so mo Africa no ana eti saying why ena isom so
but I say we a topic for deep conversation but many aje send or they about on board. You hear a lot of these things and then if you say Ghanaian clubs no nyadi you say but based on results you can speak to that fact say true. But I will not support any conversation that speaks against say teams no more they always have to be there. But the woman say, I was say find where we are not getting it right. Now you fix it. Because you decided say in Africa now we can never grow. A woman say maybe a tremono, not ye dominate, and ye then ye dominate ye. We go back to that. Near her say, near man, the elements are not boy me a dominate, seeing to me in the current dispensation, the any bit menya. But I was here, the sorry state of our football, anti clubs and yardian and say. Ye league na ye bono and ye rewarding. Sikani league nim kesiye. Ye ni proper sponsorship a bit me ama players bia omo free countries bi omo perform crowd wa Africa but ye bit me omo quality aba a retain omo. Into we Ugandan league ni omo performance wa Africa omo nka ho. But a player like Joseph Ochaya be prove say winning ball. The Obabo has 3, he was doing very well. Radio Voka. And Steven Mukwala by. Rubinya and Babe performing so well. Into the levels are Al Ali. Ene Zamalek betimi at this guy called yentimi. But the fa we no so no mutimi flourish kakra, we can't retain them. It is solely about funding of our Ghanaian clubs. Now the woman ma asem ne say ya ne say, amana qualify ni nyina no. Obi ani ho a omo ye serious with their football no. Obi ani ho a wodwene park obesi akan wo so. Obi ani ho a wodwene kwan obetu kwan akobo match no. But Ghana club na we win competition. Omo because the governance and the BB provided those facilities. You can use it. Into what?
Sir, outside Ghana,
yes,
clubs, Eco Africa, government, or travel arrangements, government.
Even a younger Tanzania, their president, a charter flight for them, including supporters to go and play.
Okay.
Into Morocco, for no stadium, I ball, and the headache because it's already there. But a club will have to fight and find a way. Park be a fit so bit is ya can African football no ayesika. So when this guy you can't compete. But to say yeah my clubs no nkobo no emre ban ye betima ka say your clubs no are ready to play Africa.
Tell us.
And then they say consistently we have to go. In terms of football administration. In terms of how they court fans, in terms of how they run their football, because I think 3 years ago or 4 years ago, when I said the area wahano a recreational, and indeed, Morocco no confirm it say is indeed recreational near area.
Next, I will call for government support.
Yes, there should be support, but clubs na nkasa so anyo money ye. What
if that support doesn't come? Any so mujaiko.
Any concept because they are football a business. So club government no support number. Me the only supporter me here free government no a too. That is our stadium should be befitting. Any concept club will be ya. Over baby or kobobo. No. Secondly, I will say your government is see to it that your league na ebono either obey only league no for a while. Send your beya huge financial gains bebem. But the academy is solely the club. The club would have to find a way or by bringing back supporters to the stadium.
How do they do it?
I was so here. I was here. To call Singapore, Tanzania for in the year 2000 they were in Ghana. I didn't think about boy ni pako bebrisa. I didn't think football no flourishes. And no more they acquire your modiano. Into baby a capital intensive. I was at the management of Kotoko, House of Folk. Whichever team or what the aspirations. So person are competing in Africa by now. Obenya ties with Eladi. Obenya ties with MC Ogia. Obesia senior model no model. So that what me about be a perfect no. Other than that, you can see make me predict in the next 50 years. There can never be a season you say Ghanaian clubs here ready for Africa.
My suggestion be getting supporters back to the stadium.
Getting supporters back to the stadium. You see, I hear Nankro I can say, and a background moon share and the attitude of the supporters, you know, and the supporters chairman, Oma said here because I've seen teams that has a double a season B. Was it under somebody there? I was here a DMBM now they be justify say mass supporters and mass stadium. It is a club need to me a BBC supporters no also more rewarded with their attendance. On your attendance, SARS can be cushion for them to retain 1 or 2 of the stars. Because it cannot move to your honor, yet mean to be that. But the family for at least you better make it will be a 2 seasons be and your BB. But the Abenya Sadiana, we will need the funding from the supporters. I was not they making, and they should understand, say, football. No, the emotion of Europe, Manchester, and ye for a very long time, but still, you follow. Yet one of Barcelona, we share the A2, but still you follow. In TNTS, yes, a game now you DH, are full of disappointments. Moments of glory, neighbor, are for all. No management in so much supporters and feel part of the team. A sense of belonging. They should have it. In this woman has a sense of belonging now. ya share on the national level and niema ben echo against your league in total. Say you betting. Say the numerous exposure of foreign football because Abuja Morocco men who TV channel or trust scores Chelsea near you men who be Sudan men who be Ethiopia Obi Aoba Stadium
we draw Chelsea scores in zero
because we give attention to the foreign league and to
make attention.
Ghana system
is it wrong?
And I make us more than I ko hu yene based on the Marco who they are wrong based on
Tinka Obianka Chelsea scoreline.
We are talking of experience and how to get people back. And I may pinpoint it.
Well, the fact say Obia ye bibi obebi amana fa ne nche say o de ba ha e be fa. Until me bisa say yen ha. We looking at the people we are serving.
Yes.
And nei CSC person nipa ba stadium nti. Yen fa ne say yen nye foreign news wo ba bia bio. Eno be mo obi asore so ko stadium.
Me say foreign news. Me say what I saw and I me experience na me kire. So I saw that in Ethiopia, I saw that in Morocco, I saw that in Sudan.
And almost a nunti na nipa ba stadium.
Because Obi Aoba Stadium no, I say no. Me who Obi a or share Manchester and I say we jersey. It's either club ni t-shirt and I say ni jersey. So omo honing na that's where I spoke about the sense of belonging. They feel say club ni omo dia. That's the only thing they have. And they giving their all to the club. Omo legends ni baby. Inti hanu baby aye duru no say ne de abusia. We can blame people as we want, but there are certain people in certain capacities. They are the people also almost sanioma. Because baby and confunded football no duru no. I think that they are targeting ABA UEFA Champions League standard. Because the noise a cruise way you know. Emma Metia say why Mikel Arteta can say only Liverpool kobobo no the sounds speakers abesi training grounds omuti the noise at the stadium near different. So to say Ghanaian clubs in Africa I will never support that agenda.
Okay.
But I was here didn't your mana ye hunu too. I was a clubs no spend sika. I call other clubs ko sua your ma bebre. Yen ko sua send your mo ye ball no. Omo ye a eye no. Now your governance and also Ministry of Youth and Sports or Recreation. And the GFA, omo to kwan bebre, omo hu nioma bebre. Mo nko hu nioma magicika and sit down mo at the detriment of the clubs. Because the omo ye ohone de utim say clearly a selfless act. And omo ye na cruise when obi a wadwuma oye. Obi a wo whistle a obo, obi a wo time a wono so ba mu be ye dede. But the ye wo ha yi di abusua. I do not think say football ne.
Okay. Well, the Don Steve ne dia no. Pepe.
Abuja.
Ghanaian clubs no, and I may be say you. Omo nkoso emo Africa no. Ana omo nchomo.
O chon say debate because on
say Obaka say Safuduku Beka say after the work elimination no. Obaka say they will have to sit and rethink South Africa no crowd because how much they pump into it. Any the Ebano.
Safuduku did 10 years of Kotoko. Na omo qualified 10 times. Is that 10 years and you know Mbeko. Safuduku. Sa proposal na has what the basi as yin hono. Say who did 10 years of Kotoko. Na Kotoko qualified 10 years to participate in Africa. I was a penny in Mbeko.
Sir.
Yes.
Na is a name abesisa. Ana
ye call Olympic Games na. Time na ya na Isembo to one making obi anu 100 meters omo na beje say Carles na akari nyina obi anyai na ya kwa Isembo to nkwa na ya bono age e bi o make it time say time no from say wa make it World Cup na nyame admo bu ya ko bon 2026 no omo mbaje ni mu but say FIFA so I expanded the course 48 to the why ye ni momo mkwa kwaje no but say okobo to sometime omo amaka catch the spirit of the competition is participation. Because winning in the back of the budget. And Ghanaian teams are more ever so more bet to African teams as many times on qualifying as one more. Na Minister Voya say no question possible opinion say game no mkobo no. I work on a Kabiru my pictures as stadium my man. On board Marrakesh a stadium na nyama o. Say you free Casablanca. Eko bonu krofo frozo a enkomu nya work supporters ne nko za o e ho kran transportation system no assign better check but unya ne saa And this how baby predominantly nipa te Manchester kuru no dodo na Manchester United supporters kakra Manchester City supporters it was chena BBC now say Sunderland for game bi o my BBC to where Sunderland the free the northern part of England say Sunderland be born one game bi of Manchester Stadium wa e so omuntimi mfele stadium no it will be normal. So the first thing, the fact that baby any gold stars are qualified for Africa or Western North region, there's no stadium meeting standard or Western North region. There's no stadium or Western region meeting standard. There's no stadium or Bro regional meeting standard. There's no stadium or half region. These are the four surrounding regions what Western North but couldn't we meeting standard. 87.9. O twemu abedu Asante still wanyabi. Wako Eastern wanyabi aso ko Greater Accra no ko be gate free. It is the responsibility of central government to ensure say your infrastructure you betimi dia boss abo no. Santeko ko qualify for Africa. We share a big team. A day that Kotoko supporters will come and celebrate. Yes. Because they are Africa. They had to go and play at the Accra Sports Stadium in a virtually an empty stadium. In from Africa no. It's your own responsibility. Okay. Them say penny catch us say. And conform we are born when you serious people. If Fred Daniel qualified for 2006 World Cup, say World Cup FIFA discover say we a preparatory money. Ni asansu acquire some brains cause we just appearing at the World Cup no. And I'm paying for the fact Ghana so good club football no. No matter national team. It is where our problems began. Ya na go for jom say we chire. Na cause Korea has a ball Confederations Cup final in 2005. Yeah. 2005. Kotoko has na Accra Sports Stadium was full. Yeah. 2005, Baba it was full. Kotoko about 2006 Africa no. Stadium attendance now about 75-80% full. Let nobody try to let us feel say 70s in na Kotoko feel Baba 60s in 80s in no correct. 2000, 2007, 2008 na Baba has posted one feel. Say stadium na available bisapanyi. Na Kronia tell me say how easy to travel from Kumasi to Accra na enya easy o. Dabi. Say nkura de kwan yi. Enya easy. You don't expect the numbers at the Accra Sports Stadium. Enti no e no kura abusapanyi. Yes sir. So mo ye born here serious ah. By now ese ka Ghanian club e qualify no Okoba Africa. Abaina ni ticket ni hotel na abaina ese nketua. So mo ye born here serious ah. How have we convinced government to be spending $1 million per one Black Stars game? We are unable to convince government to spend, let's say, $50,000 on each tripper. House of Folk, Kotoko, Adriana Stars, Ebo Africa. Me see no to the players. 14, 12 every Chrome Echo Africa. Where has Baba? Adriana the 14 players don't want to love for Chroma. Na nyinya okwanso. Ani Asante dokuri. Vamos a joy nyinya. Ya busa ya Muhammad. What's your joy? Ya busa ya no kanjero. No busa msa ba ko ya ko mode ayishetone Fante dokuri na ya na makọ no amu say emu na ayetututui. That is how sorry the sorry state of young class no. But omo ya born in serious abuja pen me say. Ghana buying a well is over spending $1 million, $1.5 million on one Black Stars game. Si yama each Ghanaian club, or two coin be a amount of $50,000 or $100,000. I buy because one ya, but I buy them a crown yama on your scadia. Or more leaders are crusade near serious. They go to ministers, they convince ministers, they write proposals, they church minister, I'm a minister, cabinet, acquire presentation. I'm a buyer Tiasama, at to force a release car, I'm here the acquire. When Azomoya a breast cancer awareness man to Dimba. You na ko who the general report. Now what's the case? Semua, you see a bind the boy to breast cancer awareness of Japan. Ube Komro near the millions of dollars. Obi serious. To propose a dawana home. A 2 minutes on tables on home say ya. A 3 minutes on what to call cabinet. Cabinet for you propose under on home. Blaster no I GF panyin no opese okoya budget de koje blasters cannot pay the whole train enti esa ba bia ni Gold Stars ye chem na coaches ni koja players na Gold Stars ko Turkey or ko Algeria o okoduru Turkey ansa no connect ya ba coaches ni koduru na players nduru mebo ya de ba Africa so government has a responsibility but me see in economics there's no free lunch enti esa ka propose ani free Ghana Football Association for no say Sabino efforts our responsibilities now. This is what we are also pledging to do. Tinani ya koton abetamu yi. Ebi aka Ghana buy 20%, 15%.
Yes.
Ochina kotoko Morocco ticket no dey kono wo na state ayi for na ye. A state protocol for na ye. Ni afremo, ni amamu flight yi na ma details ma go for. Nano aye ko UN General Assembly. Ola pa ni padodo aye di free ko UN General Assembly. Omoko o chinti DC no. Okuje to black wa ministry of no. Ghana for mo so mo da hemfo mo so mo see ye ko UN General Assembly about 135 people and omoko Ghana ba ndia take it no. Na se di nipa 35 free akobobo Algeria en ka ba ntimintua. But agba dia na me na tua. Eso obi na chiro proposal no na ko defend na ko chira ban say me se fa data ko na data na nchire say wa fa ko data it was for last 5 years the last 5 years ko transfer abetamo ska say na bae the last 5 years ko transfer Imoro Ibrahim ska say na bae
Yes.
Ko transfer Mbela ko transfer we odi ko data na to wa ko fa house de odi ato enti sa ban odi say sika na support yan this is how much Aban will stand to gain if we are giving 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%. Then you write it. At the end, hand go hand come. But without government support, a Ghanaian club going to Algeria will fly to Turkey because our train say Turkey flight ticket, you know. So fly direct through Africa here to one board dangers will be to Europe as Abaneji into Europe no aba. Ni ashawo. Quality nangasa nye yenisika. So the first thing is about Ghana by na so oboa but Ghana by number 1 infrastructure no. And number 2 be say flight and hotel for away games there. Esa ka ban ni tua. But abanu emetua say $2,000 e ministry finance this year na aka tell say Kotoko bo match die be obebuza say na ya da aban dia na aban nya wo. Senkofo ne serious na buza panyi. Stadium attendance huge. It is a na etiana. Oya ketokre ko apani aban ko tena se na fa VAT na omote no. From stadium no kwa. Offer VAT no kwa na de ko kira aban say this is how much we contributed to the GDP. Aban betiu but yenye serious. Me say the omo plan say ya qualify for World Cup. Sabre me so mo wi on budget no. Na no wan tese say GF ko akosra American embassy wande. Yeah. Omuko American embassy. Sabre obi ya budget o. Aya de be call World Cup na omo dwere ho. So we need the government support then of the penny class no. Me ka nyoma bia na me dwere ho na me buza say na ye free hen. Ye free hen. Ye hwan. Who are we? Sa question no. Me buza say buza pe ye de ye hwan. Ye free hen na bae. Adentina Tanzania for baba sua how Omarani football many power stadium. Na uko Tanzania. Omo modernize sustainable nipa ko hebo ni e na gu ade ye hwan. Ye de. This question I always ask. I'm surprised when him say omo na de ali for ayi nipa no mko no makuhia mado de mpanyi for. No makotena se no mo din komo. Omo din koma model eno no mo koba ya after say the Champions League to aso miensa no na de ugly beka so mo so beja to aso miensa o kai omo je first one je second one third one ena work e sha omo moment manye no omo se Madrid age Champions League miensa to aso Europe ya kwa kosu model ya de beje miensa to aso omo bought 3 finals piso team no
man
last one ena work e sha ne je under sa bizarre circumstances no ya wan omo ye born na buso panyi omo de born di agro dodo club administrators ni bebrebe born abeto no kwam no ye bie se nya sa dia me se matena kuro mu ahwa Asante Kotoko do play second fiddle to Heartfolk. Yet communication from the leader of Kotoko Herbert Mensah at the time na ya na ye mesere senka Herbert Mensah mo na da so ya Kotoko na social media satana social media di o traditional media na no mo de feel say di o and na social media abaya but ebuso panyi busa ho say how many people and we are communication experts, how many people and we are omokosua social media ya form say omuma boni increase attendance. We think that once where you wunu kuma say yes Kotoko bobo ko hebi sa philosophy say makacho say twam 98 ebuza be oh wait now obi what stadium anu wa gate wa on kind last Kotoko Kotoko match. You must give people reason to purchase a product. Don't just think that somebody will buy. Nankade ntina abuja panyi ayi trotro for mfamate semi jina Kenya asera me ba kurom nya no ansa kan na madibika akofo mate ni sa pai no ye be fa ni para me boa ye jina kwa ho ye free santazo about the eco santasia nyinam still mate ni ntaka no a buy. You must give reason for people to buy product, to purchase service. Man, you said the Pakron why Kotoko ni just about stadium.
Automatic.
Oh, your house in Inti, and I cry disappointed on Mama. Ebi a wuna udi Kotoko Nechino. Ebi a udi house Nechino. Say, yes, all your official stadium free, Uncle Jaco and Nada. Tiazo make a neighbor. Yeah. We are Kotoko ni, we are Kotoko Jumentia, and to Kotoko stadium, Mia Ukobi, and Untina Ako. We are house in Ni, Fai, has Biaro Kwame ai operado no ebia so operado nya so ya has adwuma e kokosia de drum ko bibi different kwa nya has bono kwa we but we has adwuma ntia etibusa ho se senkenya has enya Kotoko adwuma na wo ya enka wo no the kind Kotoko ka be attract you mo stadium da bia. If the answer is no, you must begin to think outside the box. Say, hey, then what should we do? Dia ne yenye and China they be chire me bujapanyi oko Manchester Kruma Ralph on my research now indicate say still Ghanian e wo in spite of Man City dominance no still Ghanian is getting United for so Man City for decided say they go to primary schools crèche ti baby Ralph Maniko school no mako omo say Kotoko akọ said draw kwampoku draw betamwa draw samba draw nana penkra. Se Kotoko person post picture. Man City for this one post picture. No more fan crowd drawing no. No more at the two no more track crowd drawing. It go ba no more. Enya for picture drawing enya for. And crowd expert on draw the but they want the child to feel that the drawing no yeah. And they want to convert some of the kids who grow up on Manchester United for to become Manchester City. Men can't topic where and drama men can't Kotoko should begin to nurture and grow supporters. Men can't na so trim say na Kumasi who Kumasi na yebo board ama it we are disappointed in supporter na ama supporter reason to come hwete na no mo say na nipa obi nyoma bebrebe yakosi ada no but there was a reason for them to come to the stadium. You must give the supporter reason. Say club administrators no so an momo dia buzapanyi aban no GFN kwa de kura club administrators no so empija omo. It is the reason ebe mo bia ka se na e bia nka Africa ne yankoba Africa no buzapanyi yeah na say dreams bo be 2 seasons ago
yeah
eti yanhwa no so nka se ma Ghanian club bia nko Africa bi enya 2 seasons na dreams ko no do semi final. So how can you conclude that because Kotoko goes as a free first round indeed? We have said it, sir. You need a lack of the draw and we need to be serious. Say Kotoko says you acquire for Buzapanyi and command be brave and can I say Kotoko to be more born and Kiajaka. But baby, I fine there. Who's your mom? You serious or more born? Remo Stars for said, we share and go for you free more first round. Sundowns, but show 5. Oh, you abi ekuta 5 ne be mo abi ekuta. That is the penny. Enti African dey be safodugu dey na asamba. If he stays at Kotoko for the next 10 years, if Kotoko qualifies for Africa, they will participate. Is it possible that Kotoko we are Kotoko management chairman and answer see you anu ababonte no I press conference am tiwi Africa dey kwa yenko enti yenko
ja yenko
no abeka Now ka say Benfica ma jom be Champions League no mo boy enkophobia qualify na no mo ne kira ho obi no mo Madrid mo boy why do you say to match e show team on be Champions League no there be but it is an avenue and no na Benfica ni so about Champions League no obeton player aboden no so it can be a business model for Kotoko see person you group stages no say the buyer abatamwa if he can fetch us $500,000 at this stage ebia ke group stages e ke benya $1.5 million yes. That can be a business model and you be an able Champions League no obakwaje opa yen kata ni na men kacho za fi omo mbetuma wura semi-finals no Ali Sundowns Pyramids womo me serious na nyoma na be wo jaban enye serious for ya na be ko semi-finals yeah work your confederation mu opa mo mbedu semi-finals wo ka ho womo na ye serious wo mo ye but enkyere se ye ntimi nko ginti na no dreams are new semi-final and now me dey ma mo group stages because me dey man ko North Africa I want the prelims no say ko North Africa or prelims na ka ko team kro ya bu Japan ko mawura group stages but when you enter North Africa you meet your match right so and finally just 30 seconds CAF should also remodel nyoma no moye no enya papa say Ali Bo qualifies Wak Bo qualifies Sundowns Bo qualifies et you team now prepare team say na ko sia sango fana et fan say class no move free Belgium ni ade qualify obobi no senka Europe your boss qualifies no ko sia Madrid obada ba onim u sia ba so na obada ba onim u be sia Man City obada ba onim CAF should also remodel what they are doing
okay
it shouldn't happen say Sundowns obo qualifies esa ka Wak mo sa competition we mu no omo gira ba bi na ya futu Kotoko mo afra mo nya ade no na mo ba na fe mu no mo ko group stages no we de ye nyina na ye bo group stages no e de suba no it is something CAF must check and yes sir as many times as a club from any of the African sectors no zones no now ko sia North African team we be free body up ye be drew group stages no 16 teams no na mu 12 every North Africa no when South Africa ba ko bi na bia the West Africa ba ko kan that it sanity because disproportionate they have a lot of money they are doing good things and run body here chain as a CAF so adwene sa de but as usual your leaders no kwa omo so mutimi ko kasa ho na omo akoro mabasa
okay Pepe thank you very much